you guys have been requesting me to make a review on my teams and mostly player progression.
Good evening.
So I'm gonna be showing you in the order of signing these players, just because the new cards are Tsubasa and many people are new to the game. So Fabian Ruiz is a card that is available in the Palmer Courtois pack. I wasn't really a big fan of the stats of the card. I think it's a little bit mediocre card. He's kind of slow, and this would be the build for Fabian Ruiz. And you can obviously, if you have a different version of Kimmich or Fabian Ruiz, you can see what you can achieve with these stats, right? So this Kimmich is great, but he is slow. And you can try to do something similar with a different Kimmich card, for instance. So you don't need like a new build for every single card. You can either copy and see on sites like eFootball Hub, eFootball DB, you can see what you can do with these cards yourself. So if you have a different version of Pulisic, for instance, you want to achieve good pace, 90 plus in dribbling, 90 plus in finishing, if possible, of course. But Pulisic is not that card. He gets like 79 in finishing. But you want to have 90 plus in speed and acceleration then. And finishing is going to be one of those stats that is like kind of lagging behind. And Tamori as well, another Tsubasa card. This is one of my favorite Tsubasa cards. So I'd say this would be the build. And I have the same cards on my console account and I'm using them there as well. Victor Baia, a very fun card. I gave him a dedicated booster manually. I think this saving booster makes much sense. And in fact, I wanted to change the build. I think this would be the build of Victor Baia. So let's see. This should be 90 in every stat, in every goalkeeping stat. Well, there are certain goalkeeping stats that are more important. Yeah, this is not what we need. Oh, that's without the manager boost. Yeah, that's what we need exactly. So manager boost will be given +3 to every stat. So it's going to be 93 awareness, 91 catching, 91 pairing, 98 reflexes, which is crazy. And then reach is going to be 91. And Fermin Lopez, this is actually a gem in that Tsubasa pack. So you can easily use him in your Spanish teams. That would be the build. Rafinha. A little bit underwhelming card of Rafinha, they're not giving him justice with this one, but there's a reason, because it's a free-to-play card, so you're getting a decent card, but again, similar to Pulisic, you're not getting a lot of like finishing and passing stats, but he is pacey and can dribble, but his dribbling is also like not exceptional. Tsubasa Neuer is worse than Baia, of course, but Baia is like a double booster card. This Neymar is not cutting it, he's kind of slow, and you will notice that even if you play him as a central attacking midfielder, you need a little bit more in him. Nakata, another double booster that I packed thanks to your support, your donos. I tried this card. The booster on Nakata is like this. I think it was a random booster. Yeah, I need a different booster for him. But yeah, there's a few other cards that I'm using in my Man United team. I can be showing that separately, but I'll show you that now because it's a recent card that was dropped. Harry Maguire from a football shop as well. Kind of nice for Man United team if you're building that, or English team in general. Kobe Maina is okay card. This one is better than the previous one. The previous one that was like released like ages ago had basically no skills in a football shop, so I discarded that. And we have Lisandro Martinez. He's an okay card as well. He's just not tall. He has a jump, but he's not tall. Or like it's so difficult to build this Beckham. He's either slow or like better defending. It's like you pick your poison. I tried to build something balanced, and this is with ball carrying booster. He gets the following player progression for my liking. I rarely used him, so I don't know if that's good or not. This, my opinion, is nice. And also, there's a few cards that you could have gotten from the penalty challenge, like for instance, this Mo Salah. Yeah, I forgot to cover him because I didn't get him on... I think I have him on mobile, by the way. This Mo Salah is insane for me, bro. Like, he was cooking for me. I made a video separately on Mo Salah, I think. And you could have gotten this Ter Stegen too. From nominating contract, it's a nice card, it's nothing special. 888 is the progression, and this Grealish decided to sign him. It's an okay card too, not the pacest, and he's not going to be getting a lot of A forms just because he's not even starting for Man City anymore. And Zakarny, I think I bought the match pass just because the deal was so nice. I just don't use Zakarny a lot, but the match pass deal was nice because I had a discount and I was pretty much getting Zakarny and so many like nominating contracts and trainers for like 20 coins. Other cards from maybe like you could have gotten this Upamecano from the Tsubasa campaign. I didn't share it previously. This would be the build of Upamecano. And maybe you could have gotten a card of Mudryk as well from that nominating contract. I did. So that would be the build for Mudryk then. Yeah, this would be the build for Mudryk. Same nominating contract pack as Grealish. I might as well just go and check out some of the cards that I signed just recently on console, because these are like some different cards compared to what I have. Like for instance, Gravenberg, I decided to sign him after being very impressed with his other card on my mobile account. So this would be Groundberg build. Very, very nice. Because he's tall and he has good pace, that's a rare combination for a box-to-box player. Yeah, maybe this Oblak, like I gave him now double touch. His skills are no look pass, one touch pass, double touch, cut behind it, but no low punch, man. Very annoying. And his goalkeeping stats are like this, distributed like this. Decent card, but like he's not like special. Other cards that you could have gotten, Kudus maybe, right? So Kudus progression will be looking like this. It's an okay card, the best card of Kudus I think in the game. And finally, Nunez as well. Many people went for Nunez, so the booster for him is agility, and the player progression for him looks like this. It's okay card, I don't use him in my team, I don't cross a lot, and I need players who can control the ball slightly better than him. Other players that could have been in your team too. Maybe you would be interested in this Cole Palmer, because he is in the free penalty draw box. So this would be my build on Palmer. And he's a right card, he's just like slow. I would prefer a little bit faster cards. This Suarez, bro, like it's such a pain to build him and like pain to use him as well, because this game doesn't favor such a slow player, man. But this is what I did. I did my best. I gave him like 6 points to low body strength to not ruin him completely. And yeah, maybe Pedro Porro as well. Could have gotten him on a free draw from that Snyder Vija pack. This would be the build of Porro. Actually decent if you prefer attacking fullbacks. And the same goes for Schar as well, a player you could have gotten from that Snyder Vija Fletcher pack. Decent. Some other recent players include, but not limited to, maybe I've forgotten to share, maybe this Okafor before he moved on from Milan. Not moved on, but just like left Milan. This would be the build of Okafor. It's okay card, actually very nice. Pretty pacey. And Tammy Abraham, this is just a banter card. He's not like a center back. But I mean, I tried to do something here. I don't know if that's like doing something necessarily. It's okay, you can use him there. This Marc Casado very impressed me so much. I was talking about his additional skill. And that is maybe pinpoint crossing, but mainly like weighted pass. His pings like and switches from right to left. Obviously, if you play him right back, probably from right to left. You probably would be very impressed. This would be the build. Like the ball arrived like literally in the feet of my attacker. I was really, really impressed. That weighted pass skill is underrated. And I started giving my fullbacks, even defensive fullbacks, I started giving them a weighted pass after that situation. Pulisic is just a banter cards. I'm not going to be reviewing them much. This Ansu Fati is decent. He can do the trick. Center forward, locked to center forward. You can't really give him any other proficiency. And I scored some goals with him. He has outside curler, very important skill for a defender. Very nice. And we get Heinrich Zidane, appreciate that.
Tony Adams is working so well for my team. Smiley face, up pointing finger,
Tony Adams.
face.
Tony Adams is a legend. I actually started using him over Cannavaro just because he's tall and I don't want to risk it with the crosses. Cannavaro wins a lot of crosses, but sometimes kind of tricky. And then we have this Busquets as well, free card of Busquets. You could have received that from the, what's that? The campaign for Inter Miami Milan. I don't know why they release these cards. It's a right card. It's just like very slow. I prefer faster defensive midfielders, and my Tchouameni is just better. And we have the Jordi Alba progression that looks like this. Some other cards that you could have gotten, and we are reaching that Bellingham cutoff. This Gabriel Martinelli, not really good. No end product for him. Difficult to get his finishing to higher than 80. All right, let's take a look at my teams now, because this is where you probably are interested to see what my main team looks like. It's a free-to-play team, main team, what I use to play divisions mostly. But now I have a challenge to get to Division 1 with my manager team, which is a team that I have separately. I'll show you that. For attackers, I have Marco van Basten double booster, free-to-play card. I got him for like 300-400 coins. It's on my channel. You can check it out. There's a proof. This will be the build for Van Basten. I saved coins in particular for Gullit in that pack. I didn't get him, but I'm really happy, and the booster is on shooting. I think it's a random booster. You can, of course, try something else. For this Messi, the booster, I think I crafted also randomly. Technique worked nicely for me though. So the player progression for Messi is here. Very nice card if you feel like his playstyle is not really helping you much. I think he's prolific winger. So his playstyle is not activated as a right midfielder. And then you would want to play him, like give him like a attacking instruction. There's a counter target or like attacking instruction if that's possible. We have Bellingham. Still, this player is very, very solid. He works very well. we have Jude Bellingham with this build. And yeah, it's a fantastic card. Tchouameni. This is a very reliable card. If I have on console account, in case if Rodri is like on yellow arrow or even worse, I have Tchouameni to support. I can play him. Just like I can play double pivot point situation here, but I want a little bit more attacking setup because Lombard counter is already quite defensive setup. So for console team, I usually use Rodri because he's slightly better. But if you didn't spec someone like Rodri before, this Tchouameni was the player that you needed to go for. I think it was like a match pass deal and you needed to buy coins or like get him for free by saving coins, which I did, and you get your coins back. That was like a special promo. And then we have Baresi as well, a free card that I received from... I changed my builds as well, by the way. I think Baresi is one of those cards that I changed slightly, and I changed them to have a better jump, right? So I needed to get jump and physicality higher. So I don't really care for pace that much. I need them to be good in the air mostly. And the player progression of Tony Adams for the booster, second booster, that was agility. I think I need to change it. I think my build on Adams, because I just recently pulled him, is better over here. So the second booster for Adams is a shutdown, which is a relevant booster for defender. And then a player progression on Adams with that booster will look like this. So we get 2 to dexterity, 5 global body strength, aerial strength 9, and defending 14. And 1 goalkeeping point to boost his jump into 87, so that I'm getting the jump exactly 90 with this build. So that is like one of those goalkeeping stats that boosts jumping, which is nice. And then we have Costacurta. I have the same build on console. And this is where I boosted his dribbling a little bit because I felt like I like to like play out on the wings and I don't have attacking fullbacks, but Costacurta pushes up a little bit at times, and especially in possession play style. And I want to dribble and turn around a little bit with him. And besides, I just gave him a double touch skill. So he actually is decent at dribbling. And because he's exceptional at everything else. He is good at defending. He's pretty pacey. I think this pace is more than enough for me. And I'm using him there. So let's see the stats. This Costacurta is one of my favorite cards. Yeah, his pace is 85 because there's a booster. Yeah, I think it's more than enough for me. And then we have this Wan-Bissaka as well. Very reliable card. I cannot really imagine how would I go without him. Of course, Kounde can substitute for him, but I think this Wan-Bissaka is very solid in my opinion. Yeah, fantastic card. 4 points to goalkeeping so that his jump is improved. And he wins headers, like believe me, he wins headers. That's very nice. And of course, we have Victor Baia. We just shown you the build, and I think that's all for my starters. Other players are player of the week. And my Mbappe, one of the most reliable strikers, unless there are some kind of weird glitches where he's taking shots on his left foot, not using the outside curler, the skill that I gave him. This is the build. And I gave a lot of skills to my players. Like, for instance, Mbappe needs a lot, like one-touch pass, through pass. And I didn't even give him through pass for that matter. I gave him like aerial superiority. I would rather get rid of that now that I notice he's not winning headers anyway. And the Stoichkov as well, he receives 5 skills from me too. Like, he needs them. Or either special double touch, acrobatic finishing, fantastic skill for your attackers. And that would be Stoichkov's progression. Another free card that he received that was like a promo from eFootball. And then finally, another attacker that you guys only could have received if you played this game back in past days. And that's where a Ronaldo card was given as a free card. This is a Ronaldo card that was turned into this Manchester United. Don't ask me how, I don't know myself. An exceptional card because the stats are very nice. He can dribble, he has the finishing, has the heading. Pretty pacey for Ronaldo card, 83 acceleration speed. And yeah, it's a very nice card. And I also give him 5 additional skills, special double touch, one-touch pass. And Isak is also a clutch player for me. That was a 100 coin pool, unexpected. I was really happy to upgrade my previous Isak. The previous one also was cooking, but this is the build for Isak. And also he receives 5 additional skills. And this is like through pass, one-touch pass, heading as well, aerial superiority, double touch. So all that you can imagine. Then we have free Neymar as well. Still cooks for me. Mostly I introduced him in the second half to perform some skill shenanigans. And look at this card, bro. Like, many people are asking, Alex, do I need to buy a ambassador Neymar? And I don't think that you need, because this is, even though it's a deep line forward playstyle, his dribbling is exceptional. And his finishing is 88. How to pick the best manager, and I scored a nice goal with Neymar there. And then speed acceleration, and then the balance is 95. It's crazy card, and with added skills, he's just cooking, man. And there is another card that I really rate, and that is Maradona. a lot of additional skills that I added him to so that he can perform well. And of course, aerial superiority on him actually works. He wins headers. And then player progression for him would look like this. So many people asked me about Maradona. I changed his builds many times, but I think this one works for me very well on console and mobile. This is Piero. If you play this game, I think in eFootball 22 or something, you could have carried over this card. And he is insane clutch for me. And I give him super sub skill, which he can start easily. With these stats, he is insane, man. And then Bernardo as well. Free try Bernardo Silva. I was really happy to get him. And that is the build of Bernardo Silva. Very nice card. The only downside, he's kind of not fast. And I chosen a free card from the recent selection. There was Vija. There was a chance to get Snyder. I already had Snyder, so I decided to go for Fletcher to improve my Man United team. He's a great destroyer, man. Very, very nice card. Similar to David's, maybe a little bit slower. Then we have Jack Wilshere. Very reliable card for me too. He's a warrior. Why? Because I give him additional skills and he's like more aggressive now. He has a lot of aggressiveness by default, but I need him to intercept the ball. So I gave him interception, blocker skills, and man marking too, which on my console account, I gave him trackback, which is also a nice skill. And then we have Kounde, a free card as well. So free-to-play team looks nice. We have this build. He's fantastic for me, wins aerials. And we have Petit as well, a free card that was like a promo from Konami. And oh, wait a minute. No. That was a pack where I was going for Vieira, and I missed out on Vieira with my saved coins, and I got Petit for 900 coins, which is a very nice card. Very nice card. Also, every card in this team, probably, almost every card has like 5 additional skills to make sure that they are working very well. And now, onto the team that we managed to get built together with you. So these are from Dono Super Chats. And there you go. This is Sheva, double booster. So the booster that we have on him is Striker's Instinct, which is nice. I read this booster. And the player progression on the double boosted Sheva looks like this. Very nice. I don't want to change anything. Everything works. For Del Piero, this color card works very nice for me this way as well. I have Kaka single booster from Real Madrid. The player progression for him will look like this. Very nice card, interesting card. I like it. It's not a whole player, but still nice. This Hazard, probably right now, currently, is my favorite card in the game. The booster on him, I was attributing it randomly, but agility will work. Ball carrying will work too, I think. And the player progression for Hazard looks like this. And there is another card of Vieira, double booster Vieira. The booster I gave him, Shutdown, it's nice because it's a defensive booster, and the progression looks like this with that booster. And we have a single booster, Valverde is an engine in the middle, a very nice card. And I try to give him proficiency to play as a like defensive midfielder, but it's not needed. I kind of struggling with that. Double boosters in my defense. So this is very nice because I managed to get shut down on one Dijk. This is a crazy card. He's like one of the best defenders I have ever seen. He like does everything for me. I don't even need to try to defend anymore when I play this team, but I rarely do because people will accuse me of being a pay-to-win merchant, which I don't really want to do. I can win games without these cards anyway. So this is a nice booster on Ruben Dias too. Shutdown will work, but progression with aerial is looking like this. For Tomiyasu, there is a pack as well. Thanks to your super chats, we managed to pull this card. Very nice. And then we have Joe Cancelo as well. We were going for Ronaldo, and then we suddenly switched to aerial forward players. And yeah, I didn't even give him the booster. So if I were to give him the booster, that would be probably ball carrying, I think. This would be the build without the booster. And we have Baggio, the only goalkeeper that I have, like that premium goalkeeper. Big time Messi that I pulled a long time ago. I think I barely changed his build. Maybe if I did, I gave him a little bit more to pace. Yeah, I changed his build slightly. We have this Romario. He's a super sub. I give him that skill. He has like a lot of additional skills, like every other player in my team has not a lot, but some. Yeah, I need to give him more. And there is super sub Romario, very very nice impact card for me, and he gets this build right now like this. For Ronaldinho Gaucho, I only have this version, still cooking for me. Very nice card. I gave him additional skills, like a lot. I think like one touch pass if he needed that. I don't remember. This Sony as well. This is my build of Blitzcrawler Son. Very nice card. I think it still like works, but Blitzcrawlers were nerfed in a way in general. But he needed additional skills, and I managed to give him one touch pass, through pass, and special double touch too. Just for the banter maybe. But double touch, special double touch, I notice how it is like kind of important on console. It's not that important on mobile, but it's still nice to have. This Neymar, the Brazil pack as well, the pack that I got Romario from. And James, not James, Rodriguez, is a fun card to have. Very nice card. Has good passing abilities. We have Roberto. I barely only trained him. I didn't even give him the booster. So if a booster I were to give him a booster, that would be improving his speed. Most likely like ball carrying booster or agility booster. With this build will work. And then we have Edgar Davids, one of the most underrated cards. Even if you had a chance to pick him for free, or like there was like a pack that you were like, most people were lucky to get him. I was like lucky to get him from the previous pack that was like also from Super Chat. One of the best cards I ever used. Such an efficient midfielder. And I just... very nice card. He's on the bench just because I don't know. I can easily try him instead of Valverde. Ambrosini single booster. In fact, I like this Ambrosini over double booster more because it's a destroyer playstyle. I like destroyers I like the way he's playing on the pitch for me more than box-to-box card. Frank Rijkaard. This is the beast. This is the build for Frank Rijkaard. And double booster Roberto Baggio is an absolute animal, man. His ball control is insane. That defending booster, don't mind it because I was kind of experimenting and I didn't give him a proper booster. I need to get there, but without the booster, that would be the build. If I were to give him a booster, that would be probably Striker's Instinct, or you can check out my Instagram page. I have all the builds there. And finally, Maldini in this premium team is a nice card. The only reason he is benched is because he's a destroyer, and I already have a destroyer in this team over here. And if I play destroyer as a left back, this playstyle is not activated, and he's just venturing forward. So then I need to go to individual instructions and give a defensive instruction to Maldini. So he's not like really... If I want the defensive forward to stay back, especially when I have already attacking fullback, I would rather Maldini to stay back. So that will probably help. Theoretically, it should help. Because neutral playstyle left back, by default, Konami thinks that this is a player who is very attacking. Premier League team, the team that I use for events, I already covered most of these players. The only one, maybe new one, is Alisson card. Maybe I got a defender, a goalkeeper like this. This how I usually train my goalkeepers, mostly trying to get 90 in every stat. We have Gakpo over here. The player progression for Gakpo will look like this, a feature card. You had to go for like a special double booster pack. He was like a complementary card there, like a collateral card. We have Adama Traore, one of the most fun cards to use, especially as an impact player. I gave him additional skills. He needed a lot. And I gave him a lot of skills on console too. So this is the exact amount, type of skills that you needed to give him. He needs to pass the ball. He needs to chip the ball for the passes like pinpoint crosses. And he needs to have first-time shot and heading to complement the aerial superiority to win the headers from crosses. There is this Scholes as well, Manchester United Scholes. The 50 players pack was very fun card to use, and I gave him additional skills. And I'm going to be doing the Division 1 speedrun probably very soon with Manchester United team, and that is going to be very handy to have these additional skills on these Paul Scholes. And then when it comes down to other cards, you could have maybe assigned the Saliba card. I just don't trade these cards anymore because they don't have the jump in like over 85 and or even 90. Probably it's more preferable because jump is where even like dwarfs can dunk on your Saliba now, so I don't use Saliba that much. And then we have this Rodri, which is kind of very nice card too. I can actually use him ahead of my Tchouameni. He's just like slightly slower. We have Dan Burn from the nominating contract again. Has no jump. I noticed how I was dunked by Eto'o on a player who is 2 meters tall. No, thank you. I'm not using that card anymore in my team. I don't want to get dunked by double booster players when I'm having 2 meters tall defenders. And we have this Stones. He's decent. Has double touch. A very fun card to have in your team. And I use him in my Prem events team. And then we have Man United team, which is pretty similar to what I reviewed already. Gagawa is the only double booster here. And that's the only premium card, I think, alongside with Scholes. The second booster is Agility. I think it was given him randomly, which still I rated. Per progression for that particular booster will look like this. And then we have another new card. Maybe if we bought the Man United pack, there were a lot of nice cards. But in particular, 2 cards that are now in my team are either Casemiro or Wan-Bissaka, depending on the team. So this one has Casemiro. The player progression for Casemiro will look like this. And we have some defenders. So Luke Shaw, that was a complementary card in that Scholes pack. It's a decent card. It's just like nothing special. I try to give him now some defending skills. That's my idea. So this Matthias de Ligt is a free card. It's a decent card, actually. I use him a lot on my console team in events. This is Varane is a rare card because he already has finished his career and he left Man United like 2 years ago. And Onana, bro, like this is an absolute animal, man. He is the player that lets me down a lot and I can't improve these cards otherwise. Has like 79 catching or something. Very, very underwhelming. This Marcus Rashford, was given as a Beckenbauer promo card, like a throwback to iconic moment cards. It's a decent card, but he needs additional skills, which I started giving him. But he needs more, right? He needs more. Sliding tackle is a random skill, but he needs more skills for that matter. And then we have, sorry about that. Then we have Garnacho, blue lock card. Just Pace Merchant has no skills. He needs a lot of like passing skills maybe. This Sancho, I signed him when he was still playing for Man United. A base Sancho card. I think you can sign him for Chelsea. You'll be getting about the same build with this distribution of points. We have an epic carry over Park Ji-sung, which is a very tricky card to train because these cards, are you playing him as a defender, as an attacker? He lacks physicality to defend. Kind of tricky. Dwight York as well. I noticed that these cards are not working for me anymore. Like he's good for jumping and winning headers, so that's why I gave him one goalkeeping stat. But his release of the ball, he just takes ages. I don't know, maybe I was unlucky to get into like slow connection games. But that was very annoying to see his input delay, like he never plays. I made a video like on Man United event, and he was selling me so much. Kobe Maino, I think I already covered these cards. This Mason Mount as well. Whole player, but kind of underwhelming. I think he has no balance, kind of difficult to... Maybe I need to rebuild him for that matter. This McTominay as well, I think it was a Man United like esports pack or something, or maybe it was a GP card, I don't remember that exactly. He's very slow, very, very slow. I don't really use him that much. And these cards we already reviewed for Man United pack, and now into a solid team of Italy. Now this is where a lot of cards I haven't really checked yet. And I think, actually, wait a minute, no. We have De Gea. De Gea nominating contract player, actually very solid card. This would be the build of him. And we have a few players on the bench, like Totti as well. Very nice card. The only thing that he lacks is double touch, naturally. To like have that, I don't really spam double touches. Just having double touch is nice. This Dobik is not really that impressive. I really can't make a better build. I think that's nice, but I mean, I would like to have a little bit more speed on him. This Ribery double booster, so I think I crafted a booster by default, and I was lucky to get Striker Synced, which still works. It's just like I don't really invest a lot of points in finishing then, and this would be the build of Frank Ribery. He's kind of slow. He has like 80 finishing. This Chukwueze is actually a beast, and I need to like use him more. Like he has the 19 dribbling, finishing 84, like how fast he is, 95, 97 acceleration, 90 balance. It's a crazy card. With the manager boost, you're getting an insane card. Nakata already reviewed. This Snyder, I recommending you to get Snyder ahead of Vija. Vija was a still nice card, but Snyder, that would be the build on Snyder. We're getting crazy kicking power for him. I think it's 90 or 100. Barella, celebratory card for Inter's win in the Serie A. And Nicolo is getting this card built. And we have another defensive midfielder, Cup Miners, when he was playing in Atalanta, he switched. Now he plays for Juve. And we have a Bastoni, extra frontmans, kind of tricky playstyle. They're joint attack a lot, but still nice. I mean, he's a good defender. Just like he's not entering the starting 11 when they have so many boosters. Like a glorious team, man. Glorious team indeed. And finally, onto our Spanish teams. So we have El Liga team, where a few new players that you can notice is a Modric. There's a few Modric players. You can try the player progression similar to what you see here. This David Alaba is decent. Supplementary card in like a free veterans bonus pack on the verge of eFootball 2025. Been released Eder Militao. Wearing alright card, not my favorite. I don't like this Rudiger. Like he's sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe Malakia. So I mean, I just don't really. He controls the ball, kind of very tricky to master him because his first touch is so bad. Like he gets tackled after he tackles people. The Xabi Alonso lacks physicality, but still a nice card. The agility is looking like this. Like physicality in a way where I want him to win headers as well. And this card, like he's not really told to win in this position. So maybe if I have Tchouameni and Xabi is playing on the side, that's nice. His passing range is crazy good, so nice card for that regard. Free Iniesta, very nice card. I gave him a random booster. That was Fantasista, and I was really happy about that. And the build with Fantasista booster will look like this. And then we have the Endrick. I chose Endrick to build my Man United team. I gave him this random booster, which is shooting, which is just great. And the build on Endrick, he's just a super sub impact player. I may as well give him a special skill for that. And we have additional players that I haven't covered yet. Is this Guti. So Guti single booster card. Very nice card. And actually, it's a free-to-play card. I can use him in my team, main team, but just like I don't know. It's a super sub. Do I need him? I have already a lot of fantastic cards. Tsubasa Tsepka Fusakuba can cook still. Fantastic card. A box-to-box card of Llorente, former Real Madrid player. Very nice. I like this build. Nice utility card. Can play in different positions. Brahim is a player of the card, of course. And we have whole player, I think, Rodrigo de Paul. And this would be the build. Very interesting card. He can defend, can attack, has physicality, bullies people. This is a pack, Messi pack card of De Jong. Very nice card, also underrated. I need to use that more. And then finally onto Real Madrid team that I also built. And then I'm going to be following on to completing that with your requests. For Real Madrid team, the new players that you can see in this one is probably Marcelo. This is a Neymar special boosted pack. I just discarded for fun the Neymar card. I just don't know why I did it. But I don't really use that anyway. And my other Neymar is cooking. So this would be that Marcelo card. It's a rare card because it's a Real Madrid card of Marcelo. We have Courtois. This is a very tricky goalkeeper. Lets me down a lot, but sometimes performs well. 888 is my, I think, best progression for this card. Hazard. GP's Hazard. From Real Madrid. This is actually a very nice card. And I really invested in this card. I gave him all the necessary skills. And I was cooking with this card a lot in like co-op games, in like events games, maybe in divisions too. Give him double touch, a lot of necessary skills. Very, very fun card to use. We have this Dani Ceballos. Okay card, not my favorite one. I just decided to go with this build. And then we have Toni Kroos. I didn't pull any of his feature cards, so I went with the base card before he retired. Now you can't sign him anymore, so this would be the build of Kroos. And Camavinga, another card that there are a lot of versions of Camavinga. I think this one is the best. If you have a different version, try this build or something similar. And I have a Nacho, a free card of Nacho that is a destroyer. I don't really rate it because I have too many destroyers in this team. And Figo, of course, finally, very, very fun card. They gave him 5 additional skills. He's a phenomenal card. He may be not like the fastest, but I didn't really notice. He's one of those cards that probably is faster than the stats suggest. And I gave him the double touch that was necessary, a special double touch, I think, with flip-flop. He gets that. And this is the review of the players. I hope you enjoyed this one. That was a long video.